What's it feel like owning a bar in China as a foreigner?
I'm Jake Canning. I own a restaurant called Roxy's in Haikou City, Hainan. We first started the Roxy's business almost 3 years ago. First started out selling craft burgers. That's enabled us to open this location that's much bigger and we have a much nicer view.
How much do you invest in the restaurant?
So the first restaurant I invested, I think it was about 110,000 RMB. This place, about 85.
What's the size of this restaurant?
134 square meters. I only pay 5,000 a month. When I had that restaurant, because we were hand making everything, we were hand making the bread, it was very, very difficult to upscale that business model. It's fine for a small little restaurant, but to be able to upscale that into multiple restaurants in the future where I want to take my hands off, I need something that's a little bit more simpler. I find pizza in China, it's a classic product, especially with our Chinese customers. I feel like Chinese people always like pizza. It's easy to share. Chinese people love sharing foods.
Like, what are some difficulty running a bar here as a foreigner?
I think it's one of the most rewarding jobs in the world. I think it's very hard. I don't think it's a job you can do forever because it's just such long hours. The problems, you're always constantly solving problems. There's many different types of bars. There's cocktail bars, there's whiskey bars, and then there's also the crazy bars. People go there to get as drunk as possible. That's a bar I want to stay away from.
Anything interesting you found out through like Chinese customers?
What we're finding a lot of now is we're getting a lot of grandmas and grandpas. They stop by and grab a pizza and then they're taking it away for their children. So we want to kind of be more family friendly. When I first came to Hainan, I used to think that, not many people speak English here, which is fair, we're in China. But since having this place, because I serve Western style foods and Western style drinks, it attracts people that are more open-minded to try it. And a lot of them have travelled abroad. I think I served 4 or 5 local customers this morning and their English is pretty good.
What's your advice for people who want to run a business in China?
I think if you want to survive, is you have to build a community. You can have the best promotions and spend as much money as you want on marketing, but if you don't have those repeat customers, you just don't survive. I did 2 years in Beijing, so 10 years total in China. I've seen so many businesses open and close. There's an attitude among a lot of people that if I build this amazing restaurant and I put all this money into it and I've got the best products and I'll be successful, it's not. It's the culture around what you're building. You have to build up your regular customers because when times are tough and you don't have many customers, they're the guys that are going to pay your bills. And that takes a long time. You have to be really genuine. Are you doing events that aren't just for money? For the community that don't just even have your business name attached to them? And I feel like I am.
Thank you, Jake.
Yeah, thank you, Aidan. Always a pleasure, mate.
The pizza was great, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
That's it.
Yeah.